Over 80% of people say they follow the news because they want to know what is going on in the world around them. But as it turns out, they are all deceived. News are not knowledge. Media portrays the extraordinary, not the world as it is. Have a quick look at this. Left column, what we actually die from. Right column, what 3 large media companies cover in 2023. Knowledge on the left, media on the right. News are not even remotely alike knowledge. News tell you exactly that. The new, the everyday events like death from heart disease soon becomes mere numbers. They are not news. News are based on stories. A story is never told about 2,000 people dying from heart disease. A story is centered around the one person that died in the terrorist attack. Fact. You are 45,000 times more likely to die from heart disease than from a terrorist attack as of 2023. Media fails, not in telling you stories about the new and the extraordinary, but in telling you what is going on in the world. Our love for stories create a selection bias. This matters in my and your life. As you could see in my last video, awareness of progress is important in itself. Again, if we base our worldview on the news, we will easily be deceived and think that we're much more likely to die from homicide than from a kidney disease, and more importantly, that the numbers of homicides and that the survival rates on kidney disease is getting worse and worse, while the opposite is true. This creates a general discontent about how the world is changing, and it conjures a much more pessimistic mindset about the future than is necessary. And I simply hate the outlook of living in an illusion. I've written short stories about it, nothing for you to read, but I'm just saying how burning this question is for me. Personally, I simply hate the thought of living a lie. I don't want to be deceived. I don't want to say that I watch the news because I want to know what is going on in the world, while the news epically fail in conveying what actually is going on in the world. I don't want to be concerned about dying in a terrorist attack while I'm 45,000 times more likely to die from heart disease. I'd say it'd be a tiny bit embarrassing being misled like that. But often, that's the case. In Sweden, only 10% think the world is getting better and better. In France, only 3% think the world is getting better. 2 affluent countries used to a certain standard of living, consuming news that's deceiving us into believing that the world is getting worse. I only want to believe the world is getting worse if that's the truth. Media fails in giving us knowledge, and knowledge is what will give us the truth. We must seek more knowledge, less news, I guess. Thank you for watching. Bye.